Hello, I'm Jacob and this is the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today I want to review a product that I've been carrying for quite some time now, 3 or 4 months. It's become one of my main EDCs, but I want to do a little bit more, and that is on this channel I have so much experience with a incredibly wide variety of not only production but also custom knives, and I want to start sharing with you what for me was the best of 2017. So today we're here in my beautiful backyard. Got a pack from the Hidden Woodsman full of knives. I got my water, and I've got this beautiful area in which I live. And I am going to share with you the 2017 Custom Knife of the Year, the Larocca EDC. The name is not finalized yet. Paul Larocca is a custom maker, so it's not like this is a full production model. He has made one more of them. I hope that he continues to make more. But I'm going to talk to you about this knife and the experiences that I have had with it. As you'll see in the pictures here, I've been using this knife as an EDC knife and not necessarily as a bushcraft knife, although I'll show you a bit of that here in a second. But the blade is just under 3 inches, the handle is just over 3 inches, the steel is 80 CRV2, it's got a full flat grind, the thickness is about 3/32. It is a thin knife, and most of the pictures that you're seeing here are of what I use a knife for every single day. But that's not all that this knife is good for. I've done quite a few feather sticks with this knife, and why I haven't taken pictures of that process, I honestly couldn't tell you. But it just feathers like a dream. One thing that's really cool is this steel 80 CRV2 is a steel that's very near and dear to my heart. Not a lot of people are familiar with it. It's an 80 series high carbon steel, but it's an alloy similar to 5160, so it has some other properties in it to make it hold an edge better and be a little bit tougher. Now there are a few different recipes for 80 CRV2, if you could call it that. There's some that's made in England and some that's made in Germany, but it's all phenomenal. It's also called 1080 Plus, and you're not going to see a lot of everyday carry knives in it, but this knife, like I mentioned, is full flat grind. My camera doesn't want to focus on it because it's being a turd burglar, but 3/32 of an inch thick, very thin, and that edge, super thin, guys. And what that means is this thing just carves like crazy. 80 CRV2 is such a tough steel that I have no worries about the edge thickness, especially with how I use it. I could baton with it if I wanted to through whatever, and I have, but obviously you're not going to baton through something too big. Alright, that's a small blade to bang on. The handle's really nice. It's a perfect size for me. It's like a 3-finger plus because I have really thin fingers. For most people, it's going to be a 3-finger, but it's comfortable. The scales are Shade Tree burlap micarta. Shade Tree makes some beautiful micarta. If you haven't before, make sure to check them out. But, crap-a-rilla, I don't know what the next thing I was going to say is, besides just the fact that I've worked quite a bit with Paul Larocca this year. If you remember, I did a giveaway of one of his knives before. He's going to be featured in Operation Survival, and so this isn't the first one of his knives that I've had, and I have some friends, in fact in this bag right here I have another one of his knives, that have had custom knives from him, and they're just flat out great, guys. He does phenomenal work, great prices, and I think when I was thinking of all the custom knives that I've had this year, this knife has not disappointed me in any way, even once. Larocca is so far He's not as well known as some of the other makers. I think that he will be. He'll probably eventually need to raise his prices because right now, guys, he's just too cheap. He's got a bit of a backlog, but I have no doubt when I say that this is the custom knife of the year. I think Paul Larocca is absolutely deserving of that. Grinds are centered. They're straight. Okay, so I talked about EDC RV2. This thing holds an edge for a really long time, and it's one of the easiest knives that I have to sharpen. It takes a razor's edge so quick. It's just really, it's such a joy to use. It's a knife that I will always carry. And, oh, let me talk to you about the sheath. So, the sheath that Larocca uses, he makes these sheaths for all his knives. As far as I've seen, they've almost all been in this carbon fiber pattern, but I'm sure he can do whatever you want him to do. But the sheath is very nice for coming with his knives, especially for the price. Retention is great. Now, retention has loosened up after being used every day for a long time now. But it's not something that I'm worried about. No rattle. I have no worries about this sheath. It is just very high quality, very nice. I like danglers, and it's on the money, guys. So basically, this whole package here is just an absolute win-win. Now, hopefully, Paul will continue to grow. Hopefully, he'll bring his prices up. I think as it stands already, he does as much work as he can possibly do. So, but currently, I believe he's still completely on Etsy. I'm going to show you all of the places that you can contact him in the description box below. And the reason I'm saying that is hopefully in the future, Lord willing, that he'll be able to move away from Etsy and do his own website, not have some of the restrictions that come with an Etsy account that I know all too well. So, bottom line, why is this the custom knife of the year? Why is Paul Larocca the custom maker of the year? Great prices, extremely high quality work. He takes a lot of pride in what he does. And he just always does a really good job. He understands what it takes to make a knife do work. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Coming up, we're going to do some production segments. Production EDC of the year, Bushcrafters of the year, Choppers of the year, simple stuff like that. A few knives that when compared to their peers just really stand head and shoulder above the crowd. So please share this video with your friends. Make sure to check out the description box and find Paul Larocca. He's a great guy. He is a custom maker that you're going to want to know about. I absolutely love this knife. And I mean, seriously guys, look at this patina. Man, my camera sucks. I'm not just saying that I carry this knife every day. You can't see this. It's all kinds of hues of blue and beautiful, and it's just not coming up. Man, that irritates me. I'm not just saying that I carry this thing every day. I rotate this and an SE CR 2.5 and a Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex sheath every day. So out of 12 months out of the year, this is on the belt like 6. I love this knife. You will see more of this knife in the future. Again, please let me know what you think in the comment section below, and have a blessed day.
EDC March, played by the United States Marine Pipe and the Drum Corps.